Hello and welcome to Dreas in the Caymans. I'm a YouTube vlogger and I will be posting videos all about our fantastic journey here in the Cayman Islands. Today I have a little surprise for you. I have our son Shaq with us and we are going to the Cocoa Fest at St. Pedro's Castle. And we will be visiting the original house that was transformed into pure art. We're also going to be watching and listening to Sandra Va. She is a Caymanian here on the island. We are going to listen to her legacy of pure art. I have cut this down to 4 chapters so that you can watch this at your leisure. So sit back and enjoy this journey with us, and I hope you get as much out of it as we did.
So when people ask me, what is my faith, I say I am, at least I try to be, a follower of Yeshua, of Christ.
Now, you had an experience here. I didn't want you to forget it. You said you had an experience here.
Yes. Yeah, this was an interesting moment. Early last year, I brought some friends out here and we were walking through the house. Now, bear in mind that I grew up in Jamaica. Okay, so when I came here in '73, I was 33 years old. But I definitely identified culturally as a Jamaican. And I'm very thankful for growing up in Jamaica because it was an incredible experience. I love the total acceptance of, you don't even think color. You don't think black and white except as a way, well, that person is coffee colored, right? And that one is more like vanilla. That's the only thing that color means in Jamaica or at that time. So I really appreciate my growing up in Jamaica, being educated. I went to the University of the West Indies, loved it. So although I had been here for many years, right, just early last year, when I came out to this little old Cayman wattle and dog, and as I walked out of it, and all of a sudden I thought, you know what? My roots are not in Jamaica. My roots are here in Cayman. And so culturally, I accepted this is love the experience of Jamaica, not putting it down for a moment. Love the mountains and rivers. I love Jamaica. Mountain people, some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet in the whole wide world. But culturally, this is where my roots are. And it really was just one of those moments of complete transformation where I no longer dreamt about my mountains in Jamaica, but I totally accepted that historically, culturally, and through my family, this is actually where my roots are. And it really was an interesting transformation and kind of changed the way I see life, and in a sense, my responsibility in a way, but maybe it's more like a kind of a God-given task to do whatever I can do here to protect this island. Can I say I'm anti-dock, for example, to protect this island? I want to just share very quickly, this is very, very personal, but I once stood in defiance of a backhoe and people with chainsaws to try and protect a great old casuarina tree that was wider than my outstretched arms. When I would drive down South Sound and I would look at him, and every time I drove and I said, "Good morning, grandfather," or "Good evening, grandfather," because to me he was rooted here through all of those generations, and I would like to think my grandmother and my grandfather saw this grandfather tree, and here was somebody just totally unnecessarily taking him out. So I stood for 3 hours, lost the battle, but
You hugged the tree.
lost the tree, but I am a tree hugger,
Good for you.
whatever relevance that has to all of this. So Talking about trees, Pure Art Gallery. When my parents came to Cayman, whenever that came back to Cayman, which would have been like in the late 60s, and they went and they looked at this piece of land where Pure Art now sits, and they decided, okay, we're going to buy this piece of land. And my mother said to my father, oh, Wellesley, look at that beautiful naseberry tree. And the real estate agent said to them, I'm sorry, but that's actually on the lot behind. And Daddy says, we'll take both.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So that's why Pure Art Gallery has a parking lot, because
right.
of a naseberry tree.
Yeah.
So
cool.
life is fascinating, is it not? All these connections, fascinating.
Great history.
Yeah, so.
Thank you so much for your story and sharing it with us.
Yeah.
I look forward to all of the other stories that are coming from generation to generation, or whoever's going to be here to tell them.
Yes, yeah, it is. And thank you. Thank you, and thank God for bringing you here, because this is obviously part of the purpose that He has in your life at this point in time. See, we don't have to try and figure life out. You know, life is figured out. If we just say, stay open to it.
Open.
Right. Creator is just going to lead us where the talents that He has put in us are going to come out, are going to show. So maybe I'm more of a storyteller than I thought I was.
That's right.
So, okay.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. So, I hope you had a great time and you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, definitely give us a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, comment below. Introduce yourself as well. We look forward to seeing you again at Drea's in the Caymans. Bye, and have a great and prosperous week. This is a perfect day, man. Okay, we're at the Cocoa Fest here. I got Shaq by me. We're getting ready to head over to some of the houses here. It's a beautiful day, as you can see, beautiful. Beautiful day. This is the home and the houses. This home, no, that one. So, I hope you had a great time and you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, definitely give us a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, comment below. Introduce yourself as well. We look forward to seeing you again at Drea's in the Caymans. Bye, and have a great and prosperous week.